Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Sorry for the delay. We had some technical difficulties, but we're here and rolling now. We are here to bring you the best part of every Monday, and that's Horse Center, where we interview interesting people in racing and bring you some behind the scenes info in the industry. I'm Wild Jamie, and with me is my amazing co-host, could not do it without him, Swiss Army Sean. And our special guest tonight has a reputation for being one of the nicest guys in racing. That is multiple stakes winning trainer, Tony Wilson. Tony, welcome to the show.
Well, hello, hi there. I can hardly hear you. It must be my not so good telephone or something.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully we can get through it.
Okay.
All right. So, Tony, tell us a little about yourself. Like, did you grow up in racing? Have you always been a part of this business, or did that come later?
Yes. Just grew up in Camden. I started working at Garden State Racetrack in Cherry Hill, and just loved the horse business all my life. And I decided a long time ago that's what I'm going to do. And I just stayed at it. My father was a trainer. He had a couple horses, and I have a few brothers that used to be with the horse business also, and I loved it, and I stayed at it.
Wonderful. So it sounds like you've got a lot of trainers in your family. So you might have a little extra info on this. What do you think it takes to be a successful trainer?
Paying attention, staying on top of your business. It's always a challenge every day, and I think that's what most of our trainers in this business we like. Um, it's just every day there's something new and something else we have to go and achieve.
Awesome. And Tony, I have to say, my husband, Willie Martinez, he has been in this industry for over 30 years. So before each interview, I like to get a quick little, from him, hey, give me a little inside info on this person. And he had only wonderful things to say about you. He said, you're a wonderful horseman, super intelligent, and just such a genuine person. So it is so great to have you tonight. And I've noticed that the last couple years, your statistics have actually improved quite a bit. What is some of that coming together for you? Like, what do you think has changed in the last couple of years?
I think the things has changed. Everyone, a lot of people talk about HISA and everything, but I think the game is getting, it's being a lot evenly played now, and I think with everything being pretty equal, that I started doing better. That's all I can say. I haven't changed anything I've done. I have Happy Temp Stable behind me, which is we've been getting better and better horses, so that's part of it also.
Wonderful. So happy to hear that. And that sounds great too. I mean, we're all hoping that HISA can do good things like make it a more even playing field. So very happy to hear that. We've got a comment here from Willie Martinez, the man himself. Well, we get to see that beautiful shiny head. Love Tony, my man. Great horseman. Always, I don't know what he's trying to say there. He's a pleasure to be around with, a very passionate about horse racing. So yes, absolutely.
I'm sorry. I wish I could hear you better. I don't know exactly what it is. I have my phone all the way up. Sorry, Willie.
If you want,
Willie's a great guy. I always liked Willie. That's for sure.
If you want to, Tony, you could try clicking it out and then coming back in, because sometimes the audio is a little messed up. Did you want to try doing that?
Okay. All right.
How can you hear us any better or no?
No.
Okay.
my one time to do this and look out.
Oh,
That's how things work for me.
That happened my first interview with Horse Center as well. It was very quiet. I could barely hear what they were saying. So I know what you're going through. We got another comment here from Ross Blacker. Tony is not a super trainer with a ton of expensive horses. He is the realest of the real. Nobody works harder. Yes, that is the reputation that you have earned for just really knowing your stuff.
Oh, that's great because I love being in the barn and I love working alongside of my guys and I learned that makes it so much better when you could get up 4:30 and they're there 4:30 and I'm getting there the same time as them and it makes it so much better, you know. And every morning they would tell you that I bring coffee for my guys every day just to make sure we get started on the same note. And that's if I got 8 people or 5 people work for me. I always start them out with a cup of coffee and we all get going and listen to everybody's story as we're working. 5 o'clock, you come by that barn and it look like everybody's already rocking. So that's what I like.
Awesome.
We have to give out a shout out to the guy who just commented as well, Ross Blacker. He continued to tell me, get Tony Wilson on, get Tony Wilson on. I finally came across your number and we made it happen.
Gosh, I wish I could hear what you're saying. We could do this again another time also if you like.
Try closing it out and then coming right back in with that same link. Completely close out and then see if that works.
Yeah, just like end the whole thing.
All right. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I'm the big head. How did this happen?
So hopefully that works. I'm not sure if this is going to work this time because it's just a volume thing. Usually it would completely mute, so I'm not 100% it will work, but we will try it because better trying.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Unplug everything and plug it back in. And
it works 9 times out of 10. So I know what he's going through. My first time doing this, I was like, I can't hear anything they're saying. Hey, Tony, can you hear us now?
No. Very little. I'm not going to do that again. I'll do my best.
Sorry. Okay. We tried. All right. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, so all I was saying is the guy who commented, Russ Blacker, we're giving him a shout out because he's actually the one who recommended us getting you. And then I finally found your phone number and we made it all happen.
Oh, man, thank you. And I appreciate that. Russ, it's so nice, you know. I like doing things like this. Well, when I can hear better, better at it.
So, you know, you did mention too that, you know, this was your life. This is what you wanted to be. And how did you stick with it so long? You know, you started in 2000. You weren't always successful. So how did you just keep up the grind?
It's important to have good people behind you that believe in, you know, what you're trying to do. And it goes slow like in any business. And then you just got to stay on the grind. And I just knew each year it's going to get better and better. Just do some things different ways. And that was about it. I mean, you got to work hard.
How many horses do you currently have?
I think we have 20 now.
Oh, nice.
20 horses. And I think Happy 10th has probably about 12, at least 12, 14 horses. So, and I'm at OBS right now. This is what I'm doing. I'm working.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry to interrupt that.
Hopefully I didn't show you my numbers. You couldn't figure it out anyhow. It's like scribble scrabble.
I love it.
Is 20 about the number you want to be at, or how many horses would you like to train one day?
About 25, 30 is it's enough anymore. It's the help situation it's already a little tough.
Right.
Besides that, I can get it done with 25 horses. I can. Yeah, that's a good number for me.
And you mentioned about more of an even playing field with the trainers. Do you think it would even be more of an even playing field if they started putting a cap on some of these super trainers that have, 75% of the horses, it feels like?
No, no way. Them guys deserve it. They're in there working hard too. I mean, if they, God bless them, if they could have 90 horses and deal with all that, that's good for them. I mean, I don't knock anybody in this business that's trying to do what they're doing.
Absolutely. So, what's been your highlight of your career so far? What's been your proudest moment?
Wow.
Or moments. It doesn't have to be just one. It could be a couple.
Well, one of them would be Pure Disco filly I used to train for Generazio, for Patricia Generazio and Frank. And when I seen one of her babies running in the Breeders' Cup, that was really nice because it's not only important to get the horses here in the business to race, but to retire. And I am really big with Second Call and some of the other places to retire horses. So that's one thing I really like. And when I seen Pure Disco having a baby running in a Breeders' Cup, and I used to have Lulu's number, and both of them horses were running in the Breeders' Cup races, their babies. So that was really nice.
Awesome.
Wonderful. We've got
different things when we come to the sale, and I picked out Della Bernski, who was a Jersey bred, and we win the Jersey Futurity. I mean, it doesn't seem big on a lot of people's plates, but that were big for me.
Oh, that's huge. Cannot discredit that. We've got actually a few comments here I'd like to catch up on. Hopefully you can hear me, Tony. People are saying wonderful things about you. Gus Merkel says, I've worked with Tony over 30 years, and if I had the horse to give, I would give it to him. And Maria that was Gus Merkel.
Okay, yes.
Maria Vasquez says, great friend and trainer. He works very hard and deserves the best, hoping for many more career wins and milestones. Absolutely. And from Ross Blacker, again, not a ton of black trainers out there. Tony and his crew have continued to break barriers. Yeah, that's actually something I wanted to bring up. I think it's crazy. A lot of people don't realize the very first Kentucky Derby had 15 horses in it, and 13 of the jockeys were African American. Like, black people have been such a huge, huge part of this industry for so long. And I think it's sad that you see less and less of that all the time. I mean, we have, real standouts like Deshaun Parker, people like yourself, Tony, but why do you think that industry has shifted so much where black faces are such a minority in this industry?
Wow, that's something because I don't know where all the guys went, but I wish they would come back. I mean, I love racing against everyone, so it really makes a difference, who. Wow, I don't know really what the answer is, but it would be good to see a lot of them guys. I like when I go to Maryland and other places and I see some other black trainers that's been around, and I wish they were some of the guys to come on and get back in this business. If you like the horse business and you can come to work maybe every day, I mean, it's a good business. It's a good business to be in.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a comment here from Christopher Kemper. He says, Dad. We've been trying to get Chris on this show too. It's like pulling teeth. I can't get him on here. Maybe you can convince him, Tony.
Yeah. Well, that's how I've become now. I've become dad to all these guys. I guess I really am getting pretty. You like the picture I sent you? Was that the old picture?
Yeah. I love it.
I said, I think I'll send this one.
Yeah.
Sammy Marin, Kevin Velez, all them guys call me dad. It's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'm a big family. I'm a big family guy. My son worked for me. My two brothers work for me, and we keep it pretty family and we keep it friendly.
Yeah.
And some guys come by and sometimes they need a coffee. Sometimes they need somebody to talk to. And I got a lot of kids on the track now.
Yeah.
I'm getting up there.
Yep. And one more comment, and then I'll let you get back, Sean. I'm sorry, I'm hogging up all the time here. From Jeremiah Castro, great horseman, great person, great family man. T. Wilson is the man. All right.
There you go. That T.
Got a
Wilson,
lot of
somebody knows
fans
me
out
well.
there.
So you said about getting more people at the track and stuff. Do you think it's harder to convince friends or people to come out to the track now than it was 20 years ago?
Yes, but I think they're coming back. I think the next couple of years, everything is going to start coming back around again. I got that feeling. I see that even far as in New Jersey, the owners are starting to breed more Jersey breds again. Even being down the sale right now, the farms, some of the farms, you can see where there's not as many horses as there were, but you're starting to see more babies running around. And this is what's important in this business, that they keep breeding. And that's very important, actually.
Yeah.
And that could be that whole post-COVID thing. Now that we're kind of over COVID,
I
breeding
think
may be able to pick
I
up.
mean to cut you off, but you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully that picks back up and things like that, and also fans. But I still think the sport needs more general publicity as well.
Yeah, we need PR. We need to be like
Definitely.
Australia.
Where's the girl that did the commercial? Go baby go. We need her back.
Yeah. Absolutely. Sean and I can do that. We can be that girl, right, Sean?
There you go.
Well,
You
you
take
can be
over
that
that.
girl.
You can do
I'm
that.
no girl, but
So, Tony, I have a question. What is the best part about your job?
Wow. Well, it's got to be winning. I don't care what stage. I mean, 5,000 to 20,000. It's just once we get a horse over there and we put the work in, to put the time in, and you see them go over there and cross that wire. It's good when they come back and they're all right. So that's what it's about.
and we get different answers on this. Sorry to cut you off, Jamie, but I want to go on that. How often do you actually know you're going to end up in the winner's circle, or does it surprise you more? Like, do the horses kind of run to your expectations, or they kind of surprise you more?
Pretty much run to my expectations. Sometimes I'm in a race where it's like, okay, you might finish third and you might finish fourth, and you got to face it. I don't have the $1 million horse in the race. So you figure, I finished third and fourth, and I put it out there even before the race. I tell my guys, I'm thinking, well, we might finish third, fourth, but then next time we'll be a little bit better.
Did you ever have that moment where you had like family and friends and you told them all to dress up because you were sure you were going to win, and then you ended up in the winner's circle?
You mean losing?
Either way on that, because they always say,
okay, there you go.
Spot the owners and trainers that are all dressed up, or bring their family and friends because they're going to win for sure.
Well, I get the phone calls all the time. What about the horse? I said, remember one thing, Tony Wilson, don't pull no horses. I'm trying to win every time I go over there. But sometimes if it's, if it seems like it can't do it, I mean, it's a few times that I went over there and I thought I should have won the race, and I even lost some photos. I thought I should have won the race, but that happens. This is a tough business.
Yeah, that's actually something I was going to ask you. What is the hardest part of your job?
Well, I guess the defeat.
Sure. Makes sense.
When little things happen, sometimes things happen at the gate, and I think we could have prevented this or did something more. And you just go back and you analyze everything that you've done, went through it, and that's about it. I guess that's the tough part.
What about the claiming game?
Well, I love that part of the game. I love that part.
Oh, do you?
I'm a claiming guy.
Is it hard? Is it hard though to say bye to some horses, or you just don't put those horses up for the claim?
Excuse me, one more time.
Is that hard though when you have a horse for so long and they get claimed off you, or do you just make sure those kind of horses you don't lose?
No, I don't get upset about that. Some of these guys, they get all upset with me or something, but I believe if you put a horse in a claiming race, then you're eligible to be claimed. I mean, if you want to win at a certain level and that's where your horse is supposed to be, then if you want the prize, you have to go for it. So if they claim your horse, it's okay. I wish them good luck. And I lost one a couple of days ago, and first thing my client says, okay, there's so much money there, go get another one.
Have you ever gotten one of your own back?
One of my own what?
Have you ever gotten a horse that's been claimed off you? Have you ever gone and tried to get it back or get it back?
Sometimes. Yes, I don't like to claim back too many. When we put them in our races, I think once I put them in that level, that's where they should be at. So when you claim them back, kind of just let them go and move on.
Yeah, those claiming wars are brutal. That's rough on the horse when they keep going back and forth to the different trainer every race. So Tony, you've already done a lot in this business. You've been in this business quite some time, but do you have a bucket list item, like something you really want to achieve in your career?
Wow, that's a good question. No, I'm working on my bucket list right now. I think I got my Derby horse here, and that could be it. I could sit down on the porch after I get over there. After I win anything, I'll be ready to stop.
That's what you're
studying right now. I got a bunch of kids out there. Everybody calls me dad. I'm gonna let one of them take over.
Fair enough.
So is that Derby horse for 2024, 2025?
I'm gonna buy him actually on Wednesday. I can't give you my number.
No. Don't give away your secrets. We're on the edge of our seats. Tony, do you have a favorite track that you prefer to be at?
I told a long time ago when I got my license in 1975, it was like hot walker license, and I went up to Monmouth Park, and I told everybody a long time ago, I says, if I ever owe anybody any money, they can get it at Monmouth Park because that's where I'll be every year.
Nice. Yeah. Yes, it's been good to you, so good for you.
Yes. I've had fun there. I love New Jersey. So.
Now, what about? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Sean.
Sorry. Is that just the difference? You just like the location, New Jersey?
It's so many family and friends. I tell everybody to come dressed up over there. So I get booed a lot. Like, oh, what happened, Tony? But I'm there to face the music, and I like it, and that's my favorite. I mean, I'm from New Jersey, so that's my home court advantage, I guess.
Sure. We got a comment here from Sean Patrick Nolan. I was at Meadowlands when Lulu's Number and Alan Garcia won a fabulous allowance race.
Wow, there you go. My man Alan Garcia and Raji Mirage. Oh boy, they could tell you some stories there. We've done well.
So you've got all of these kids, quote unquote. So what would be your advice to someone young just getting started in the industry?
Come in, hook up with a guy that's sincere, somebody that's done this for a little bit, that's not trying to be slick, but it's going to teach you the right way, and just take your time and pay attention. And I always tell everybody, hey, keep your nose clean in this business. It's pretty important, you know. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Find a good guy to follow.
Find a Tony Wilson, right?
Yes, there you go.
What do you think your strength is as a trainer?
My
Strength.
strength.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm kind of a sprinter guy. I love sprint horses. That's pretty my strength. I always tell them guys, even when I had Lulu's number and Pure Disco, and when TC was interviewing me, I says, well, Tom Cassidy, sorry. And I says, well, they know where my horse is going to be. If they want to come and go with me, they could come go with me. But when they say they're off, I'm going to be somewhere on the front end or close to it.
So you pick jockeys that are. I feel like there's some jockeys that are better with the speed horses or the closers or that kind. So you pick jockeys that are good with the speed.
Yes. Kind of yes, but you don't want smart jockeys still. They got to be smart with the speed.
Yeah. Agreed. I like a smart jockey better than any other kind of jockey.
Well, you married one.
There you
That's
go.
right.
I got good taste.
There you go. I was trying to think of the one horse that Willie rode for me. I can't think of his name, but we were doing well. We were right there, and that was we didn't win a whole lot of races or anything, but we looked good. We made them check the program every time we were together. That's for sure.
There you
Who's
go.
that?
I should call him in here. He's in there taking care of 4 kids right now, so I don't think he can hear or see us. He's very stressed out, but I'll ask him after the show.
Okay.
You brought up aftercare, Tony, and we're really important with that too. That's another very important part of the sport. So what do? You mentioned earlier about what do you do to make sure some of your horses are taken care of after they're done racing?
If I have a horse with a problem, first thing I do, call my best friend, Lori Lane. I says, Lori, I have a horse. He's not well. I think he'll do good for a kid. And she'll say things like, you take pretty good care of your horses, Tony. Well, we shouldn't have a problem finding a home for one of yours. And that's what we do. And we do what's necessary to find a home for him. That one horse that I spoke that I'm really always been crazy about, named Delabernsky. He's his life is very good. He's probably got like 100 acres to run on, and
Wow.
Some veterinarian owns him now. I can't think of his name off the top, and that's very important. Happy 10th put a lot of money in to when he got hurt to make sure that he was safe for a little kid to ride.
Awesome.
We sent him to the University of Pennsylvania and made sure he was okay and safe, and found him a home.
That's great.
Nice.
And that is something that I'd like to emphasize very briefly is just because a horse can no longer run, that does not prevent them from doing almost anything. I mean, these horses are like competing at like what you would consider Olympic level. Like, let's say that you can no longer be an Olympic level runner. That doesn't mean that you can't still go for a jog or that you can't lift weights or that you can't do tons of other things. So a lot of times people are wary of horses coming with a injury from the track. But like my horse, I mean, his knee when I got him was this big around, but we're out there jumping jumps and riding every day. You know, it doesn't.
Isn't that nice? That's so nice.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah, like
That's good for you.
These
There's,
horses have long careers, long after they're not doing so good on the track anymore, you know?
Well, I would say that to anybody that has a horse in their trainer or something. Look into Second Call. There's
Yeah.
other places. The 4-H Club. I mean,
Yes.
look for some of these places.
Yes.
Some horses are meant to race for a while, but not forever.
Right.
You
Yeah.
just Respect the animal. That's what I say.
Yes, absolutely. And we've got a couple comments here. Of course, we had to get this one in from Terry Hay. Tony, you need to come run horses at Golden Gate Fields.
Wow.
Are you up for that drive? That's quite a ways from Jersey.
I'm not afraid of that. I'm not
Oh,
afraid
there
of
you
that
go.
at all. I would love. I always say I want something about California, so just a
Yeah.
little comment I always make. So
Hey, it's paradise. And we've got a comment here. This might rile you up from Ross Blacker. Great trainer, great dude, but he's a Cowboys fan, so that's no good. Is that true? Is the rumor true?
oh yeah, there you go. I love it though because everybody hates the Cowboys. I don't know why, but it's a
He muted himself.
Oh, Tony, you muted yourself. We can't hear you.
You can unmute him. You can unmute him, I think.
I'm trying, but it's not letting me. It said yes.
Because he did it.
Yeah. Can you hear us, Tony? You muted yourself. We can't hear you. Can you unmute?
There you go. Yeah, at least there we
okay. Did that work?
Yeah, now we
There we
can
go.
hear you. Okay. We heard you say that everyone hates the Cowboys, but, and then you cut off.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah, but it's okay. It's like all the teams. I mean, for ever since I wear my jersey all over the place, all the little kids even come up with Dallas sucks. So it's all right. Everywhere. That's their big slogan when they see Cowboy fans. So it's okay. I can handle it. I never got in trouble for it yet.
Yeah. Hey, I'm with Ross. I'm a Saints fan, Houdet. So yeah, not a Cowboys fan. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Okay.
I'm a Jets fan. If Tony's from kind of New Jersey, you would think. Although I'm from PA and I'm a Jets fan, so I can't never go by.
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
We're all just
Isn't that
scrambled.
something?
I'm from Florida and I'm rooting for Louisiana. It makes no sense. No sense at all. But oh well.
Isn't that something? There you go.
All right. So we know you're a football fan. So what else do you do when you're not? And I know there ain't much time, but what else do you do for fun when you're not training horses and taking care of horses?
And taking care of your kids.
Here we go. Okay, here we go. So my last week is, here we go. Well, I have a 7-year-old, and I'm teaching her how to ride a bike.
Oh, very cool. That's a full-time job too.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Are you?
Then I got just you never have enough time in a day for everything anymore. You back and forth to the barn. I make sure I live close enough to the track, so I'm back and forth. Anything that's going on. So,
does she like the horses?
Yeah, a little bit. If she could be cheerleading every day, that's what she'll do.
Oh, there you go. That's perfect.
And her brother Anthony, he just turned 11, so my day stays pretty busy.
Yeah, no doubt. Plus, you have all your kids at the track to think of.
Yeah,
Kevin
there you go.
And Chris.
Yeah, there you go. There.
We've got a great comment here I want to touch on. This is wonderful. This is from Lloyd Roberts. Tony Wilson is my trainer, and I can honestly say he is just as good as any of the big name trainers that I have seen, and he is more willing to give a helping hand to anyone that reaches out. Yes, your reputation precedes you, Tony. You do have that reputation for being just one of the most genuine and kind people in the business. So good on you.
Well, thank you, Lloyd. That's right. That's right. Lloyd Roberts, he's been with for me for a while. I bet you every bit about 8-10 years.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. I mean, that just goes to show right there. You don't stay with someone for 8 to 10 years unless you're seeing a lot that you like. So.
Yep. There you go.
Wonderful. All right. Well, Tony, we don't want to keep you too long. You got anything else here, Sean?
Well, all I say is kind of when do you make that transition to Monmouth? I know they're coming up soon, right?
Yes, I have my Jersey breds are on their way back up on the 28th. I bring them down here to Tampa to get them ready, and then I have my other trailer horses are going to start going up around the first of May.
Wow,
nice.
So
like literally, yeah. Whew, getting close.
Yes, it is. It's very close.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Tony, we wish you good luck with that adventure and good luck this summer. We will definitely keep an eye on you, and we'll have to have you back on the show once we get our audio situation figured out, right?
Very good. And thank you. And I'm going to check the audio before we do this. Keep looking at my ear all day. How did I look?
It looks great. Like Willie said, we
I-
love seeing your shiny head. It was very
Okay.
enjoyable. So, well,
Sorry,
you have
sorry
a
for scaring everybody with this face all close to the screen like this.
you
Like,
have
what
a
is
won-
that?
no worries. You have a wonderful night, Tony. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And good luck and stay in touch.
Yes,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Good luck
Take
with
care.
everything. Thank you.
Oh, we just had a really funny comment come in. I got to grab this one real quick. From John De Silva, silence the Cowboys fan.
Well, he doesn't even put the C. He puts
I know,
Oboys.
the
Oh,
Owlboys.
what
The
is that?
Owlboys. Yeah. Oh, we're talking smack here in the thing. Oh, Terry, thank you so much. Wonderful show. We appreciate you, Terry. And we appreciate your love of Golden Gate Fields. You will single-handedly bring the next generation to Golden Gate Fields.
Golden Gate. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
John,
And, what would he say?
John says to be a Cowboys fan is an owl.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
I'm out of that one. I don't care about the Cowboys or the Eagles, to tell you the truth.
Well,
I'm
there
out
you
of that one. Shout out again to Ross Blacker too, who suggested and said he'd be a great guest, and he absolutely was. So
Yes.
I appreciate. We always take feedbacks and stuff. You want to see somebody, we'll do our best. It took me a little bit to
Absolutely.
get his number, but once we got his number, we were able to do it. So
Yes.
we'll always take suggestions.
Absolutely. Thanks to you, Ross, and thanks to you, Sean, that you finally got everything together, because Ross had been suggesting it to me for a while. So I'm glad you
Yeah.
Managed to make it happen.
Yeah, you kept telling me you should know, and you were like, well, I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, he is awesome, and I'm so glad that we had him on. It's so wonderful having these salt of the earth horsemen who just, it's great talking to the super trainers. Like Tony said, they deserve their success. They've worked hard to get there. But these guys that are out there every day with their hands physically on each and every horse, just grinding it out, doing their thing, having all the passion in the world, not getting rich off of this, just doing it because they love it. Those are my people. So love it when we can have them on.
And both is fine. Whatever you're good at and you can do is
Sure.
fine. But usually the people that have to go in and do it themselves or light with the help are a little bit more personable and talkative as well, where the bigger
Yeah.
trainers are a little bit, you can tell with other interviews, they're more
Yeah.
businessmen. They're more businessmen because they have
That's
such
true.
a big operation. They can't do anything because their phone rings every minute. So
Right.
it's kind of a
Yeah.
different, for our show for a half hour, we can't really necessarily bring the businessman on because it's going to be hard to keep a half-hour conversation going.
You're so right. It's so true. Absolutely. And we've got some fun comments here before we wrap up. Grandma Horse Racing, thank you, HRT team. Another wonderful guest and another opportunity to learn about the industry. Thank you so much, Grandma. We always appreciate you tuning in. You have such great insights. And from Terry, hey, looking forward to all of you coming out here west and have a good time with me at Golden Gate Fields. Absolutely. Now that is my bucket list. Okay.
There you go.
I got to make it to those California tracks, and we'll do a little live show from there. So that'll be a good
It's going to take me a while to drive out there, though.
Yes. Yes, it will. I'll see you in a few weeks.
Yeah, I'll need like 2 weeks to get there and get back and at least have time to enjoy out there while I make that drive. Wow.
We'll just hang out at the beach, and we'll wait for you, Sean. Let us know when you get there. All right. Well, what else have we got going on, Sean?
So tomorrow we have Corey Lannery coming on. He's had
Yes.
a really great career, so
So
we'll find out
excited
more
about
tomorrow. And then another veteran, good jockey, David Cohen, will be on Wednesday. So
Yes, we have got a great lineup this week. Really looking forward to it.
yeah, absolutely. And then tomorrow's Tuesday, so I believe, and Terry can correct me in the comments, I believe it's Rich and Terry, and it'll be Parks Day number 2.
Awesome.
Tomorrow it should be, they usually come on around 12:15, 12:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern, right before that first race. So And go ahead and say what happened.
Yeah. We got to give a quick shout out to Sophia Vivas, friend of the show. We absolutely adore her here. And she had a riding double at Parks. And one of them was like a very intense stretch duel. I was holding my breath the entire way down the stretch. So good for her. So happy to see that. And we predicted it here, Sean. We broke this story that she was going to be a big deal. And already.
Absolutely. Like, so the one horse she was on, well, both of them were kind of favorites, but like, if you have the favorite and you have a jockey like Sophia, you know you're in good hands. I mean, you can see the whole time.
Well,
and
not really the favorite though. The one was like 1-5 that she beat, right?
Yeah. One was 3-1 and one was 9-5 that she was on, or 7-2 and 9-5. Yeah. But where she's winning from too, like mid pack from Parks, not a lot of horses seem to come from there because it's usually a speed horse. She does have like her hands and stuff. Like there's hardly any movement there. The balance, it's crazy how good she is already.
Well, what's crazy to me is she's only been riding for 2 years. She has like only sat on a horse's back for 2 years. That blows my mind because a lot of times you'll see, oh, she's new to riding, whatever, but she's probably been riding her whole life. No, she was riding a lawnmower until recently. Like, remember our interview? She said she was working the maintenance crew at Mark Cassie's farm. And then she's like, please put me on a horse. So we did. I mean, that's wild that this comes so naturally to her when this is not something she's been doing her whole life. She's like brand new to this. So, wow, it's incredible.
Yeah, her dad did ride and stuff, though. So she was able to eventually, learn all that and get all that. And she's I wasn't going to say it was the night of, Paco won 3 today, and Michael Sanchez also had a riding double. So between those 3, there were 7 of the 11 wins at Parks.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. We also have to give a shout out to Jessica, too. She is doing a fabulous, fabulous job. So I really enjoy those calls. All right. Hi. Oh, okay. My kids want to join us here for the end. So I guess that brings us wire to wire on Horse Center. We thank you so much for tuning. Hi, hold on. We thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope that we see you on all the social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Am I missing anything, Sean? YouTube, of course. How could I forget? We are.
You gotta go.
Okay, we have horses. We're at Horse Race, the number 2 day on pretty much every platform. So if you're not already following, liking, and subscribing, please do so. We appreciate that. It'll help us bring you more great content. And we hope that we see you on all the platforms. But no matter what, we really hope we see you in the Winner's Circle. All right. Good night, everyone.